Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Happy freaking Sunday to each and every one of you. What a great day. It's just crazy in the streets right now. What an amazing time to be an early adopter in this new asset class that is a digital asset space. Wow. Listen, I'm going to go over some stuff on X here real quick from my guy, Jungle Inc. I think I had to take a little pause on the whole dark horse thing and Flare Networks. Like I had to, you know, I had to gather myself. I don't know what that dude's trying to get accomplished. But anyhow, let's go over some stuff for my guy, Jungo Inc. Breaking news, SEC's Hester Peirce pushes for crypto clarity. Hope you're doing well, Jungle. Hester Peirce just dropped a bomb. Is this thing turned up? Just dropped a bombshell, urging the public to help crack crypto's regulatory puzzle. Well, isn't that interesting? She compared dealing with the SEC to an escape room, but now the door might finally be opening. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Key takeaways: regulatory fix needed. The SEC's crypto task force is actively working on solutions, but wants public input to shape policy. That's really cool. Security status debate. Defining which crypto assets are securities remains murky. The SEC is looking for better taxonomies to provide clarity. Safe Harbor 2.0. First revives discussions on a grace period for blockchain projects. I like it. Giving them time to decentralize before facing SEC enforcement. Crypto trading and custody. It calls for tailored rules to address secondary markets, staking, lending, and custody solutions for digital assets. Peirce is challenging the status quo, but will the SEC finally listen? Read the full statement and submit your thoughts on the SEC website. No link there. What do you think? Will the SEC actually fix crypto regulations this time, or is this just more talk? I think they're going to get some things done. You just need the right leadership at the SEC and in this task force to get it done. And I think that they will. Congress still, in either case, they still have to act and enact some stuff, right? They got to get, Fit 21, the market structure bill, stablecoin things, right? They have got to act first. So shout out to Jungle for posting that. Arthur says something. I've heard him say this before. A lot of madness has happened. $1.4 billion of Ethereum being hacked is not a small number. It's not a small number. Arthur Hayes says, my own view as a mega ETH bag holder is ETH stopped being money in 2016 after the DAO hack hard fork. If the community wanted to do it again, I would support it because we already voted no on immutability in 2016. Why not do it again? So, there is talk about trying to roll back the chain in some type of effort to get this $1.4 billion back from the hackers or back. I don't know what it's really going to mean. I think Ethereum has some big issues, and it's the main issue is lack of leadership for sure. The other part of it is a foundation made up of people that just merely wanted to enrich themselves and not, not do something awesome in crypto. I think it was merely they're trying to enrich themselves. So that's the challenge. My guy Jungle is hoping for ETH to do some stuff, perhaps have some better days. And I just don't think that ETH is going to be, there's some challenges there. Now, we'll see if they get the staking enacted in these ETFs. That could be that little switch, but that doesn't change the leadership aspect or the lack thereof. But if whoever's looking to get ETH staking in these ETFs, if they can get that done, that will help. But again, it doesn't change the lack of leadership, in my view. That is very, very obvious in the Ethereum ecosystem. I mean, it's very, very obvious in my view. So watch a guru put this out. Have you guys heard about this? I have not. just in. This says February 21st. This is a couple of days ago. I don't remember seeing or hearing about this. Just in, the SEC ends investigation or its investigation into the NFT marketplace, OpenSea. So thank God for that. Again, new day and age for crypto is upon us. I hope people are seeing it. So Julian Patel of Real Vision shared something, just the bigger picture, just in case you wanted to know. Time for Sunday macro chart drop. This chart is another crucial piece of the puzzle, pointing to a weaker dollar and lower rates this year. Weaker dollar and lower rates this year. The key here is the spread between the United States and the global economic surprises. When U.S. data underperforms relative to the rest of the world, as we've seen in recent months, it typically leads the dollar and yields lower with a short lead time. Why does this happen? Weaker United States economic surprises signal slower growth relative to consensus expectation and the rest of the world. This typically dampens demand for the dollar and pushes yields lower as markets price in weaker conditions and the possibility of a more dovish Fed relative to other major central banks. The key takeaway here, when it comes to how the market views the dollar and rates, is that it's always about the relative comparison, i.e., the Fed versus the ECB, the Bank of England, the PBOC, the Bank of Japan, etc. This is why this chart isn't just a good-looking chart. It actually makes sense. This guy here, LE5 of 2L TLDR, says it pretty good. I like this. I'll explain why this gives as a clue about next Fed's move. All right, so he's talking about, he says the black line shows how the U.S. economy is doing compared to what experts thought it would do. When it goes down, it means the U.S. economy is doing worse than expected, while other countries are doing better than expected. When the United States economy does worse, people don't want to hold dollars as much, making the dollar worth less compared to other money. It says, see the pink line going down. This also means that interest rates in the US, which is the blue line, see that blue line there, might go down because the Fed, America's money boss, might need to help the economy by making it cheaper to borrow tomorrow. So in the long and the short of it, both Julian Patel and Raoul Paul from Real Vision have been telling us, look, everything is lining up exactly the way that we would hope for those with risk, who own risk assets like crypto. It's just falling right in line. So pretty cool. That's the bigger picture. I hope you get it. I hope you get it. I'm going to share this chart later on, later on X here, just to make a point. This is Mantra. This is an OE chain in the Cosmos SDK ecosystem. This is the chart. This is in 4 years, just to put some context, when they started charting the price of Mantra token, 40 cents in August of 2020. And 4 years later, in August of 2024, it was 90 cents. 4 years later. And the challenging part about those 4 years, 2020 to 24, there was a bull run in there. So imagine 4 years, 40 cents, and 4 years later, 90 cents. What's the challenging part? The challenging part was when it was 2 cents and when it was 1 cent, and maybe it goes back up to 3 cents, and then it goes down to 1 cent. That is the challenge. because this is when people just can't seem to figure stuff out, right? It's this period here, right? All-time low, 0.1. That was in October of 2023. So 3 years later, 40 cents to 1 cent. This is figuring out. This is trying to figure out ways to generate revenue. This is trying to figure out how to deal with inflationary mechanism pressures. This is trying to get customers. This is trying to build an ecosystem. That's what this is here. Right? Everyone wants the 1 cent to $8.99. Everyone wants that. What they don't want is this here. They don't want to go through this. They don't want to go through this. So while Dark Horse is on X asking nonsensical questions about inflationary mechanisms and revenue, real projects just keep building with the vision, with the focus, with their blinders on, figuring it out. Right? What some people might want is, well, no. Just pump a thing, a meme coin, so I can get my gains in about 30 days. That's what they want. They don't want this. They don't want this, figuring it out, trying new things, trying to find out their thing. If you listen to CryptoCeej, big time Cosmo ecosystem say, he said he knew the guys for years. They were always great builders, right? Great owners and great builders. And they finally found their thing, finally found the niche. They didn't start out as an RWA chain. So when your concerns are merely because of price, you're looking at the Flare ecosystem and you're just thinking it's the price. You can't see the forest of the trees. You're missing the blockchain for data. You're missing the significance of data to the digital asset space. You're missing the brilliance of AI and data combined. They'll figure out revenue. They'll figure out fees. They'll figure out the inflation mechanism, just like Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana and Dogecoin. Top 10 projects in market cap. You got to be able to see it before the masses see it. The definition of vision is seeing it before the masses see it. The problem with Dark Horse is the only thing he can see is right in front of him. All right, fam. So there it is. This wraps up your XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 10 minutes. I hope that it has been of value to you. If it has, do me a favor, hit that like button. It's one of the greatest ways to support the channel. And if you happen to be in that 55% or so people that are hanging out, listening to and watching the CryptoCeej, do me a favor. If you've been enjoying those hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you know whenever we go live or whenever we go to upload a video. We're in a mad dash to get to 9,000 subs by the end of this month, and I know we can get there, especially with your help. All right, fam. I'm going to end this one like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this or perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.